Hello happy readers, I'm going to do something a little bit different today, which is a video response to a comment I got in the Dear Self-Published Authors video I did from Plot to the Moon, and it says, it would be awesome if you did a video on how to use YouTube, how to join this community, and all of that, because it feels like people talk about these discussions that they have and how they get to know all these great people, because it is just because maybe it is just because I am boring, but I always feel like the conversations then end after 2 or 3 comments. How do you join the community? What would you tell newcomers? First off, you're not automatically going to have friends. It's not like they're just going to appear and you're going to have all these great conversations all at once. Like, you can, but it took me a couple months. It took me joining a collaborative channel, a collab channel, and it took me going to Nanalu's live shows and like going to other people's live shows and, you know, like 24-hour live shows, if you remember those, and just really those kind of things, like actually interacting with people both in YouTube and in my own channel, but outside of my own channel, and getting to know people through Twitter and following people elsewhere, not just on YouTube. And that's something that I would say, because it's sometimes hard to go back and see those comments, because there are people who get more than 40 comments on YouTube. I know it's a surprise, but yeah, it's you can't expect somebody to hold the conversation for more than 2 to 3 comments. I think 3 comments, that's pretty good. You're doing pretty good. But it's one of those things where it's not like you're going to get initiated, and it's not like you're going to like have all these conversations coming up into your emails. I mean, it took me I've been on YouTube for 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. I recently had my 2-year YouTube anniversary, and it took me a while before I started having YouTube friends and stuff like that. So don't like rush it. Like, definitely keep on commenting on people's videos. Find people with your similar interests that might not have like tens of thousands of views and tens and thousands of subscribers. That's what I'm talking about. And find people who it's like almost like you have to find people on your level. I know that's weird to say, but I've heard it from other people, is like people who have your similar interests, but also people who well, like for me, I wouldn't go out of my way to become friends with like Charlie McDonald, or think of anybody who has like 1 million subscribers or more, like one of the Vlog Brothers or something like that. Like, that's not very realistic. But if you find people, like if I find people with I know I have like 3,600 subscribers, and so if I find people like anywhere between like 0 subscribers to like I would say like 0 to like 5,000-ish, 7,000, that's kind of like my area. Those are the people that I would befriend, but anybody outside of that, it would be very hard without some sort of like random circumstance, because I know I'm friends with some people who do have tens and thousands or hundreds of thousands. I only have a few, but it's just like that's one of those like weird random happenstances. And just real talk right now, you're not gonna be friends with all these like famous YouTubers. That's just kind of but you can always get to know great people. You saying get to know great people, it's like just be outgoing, be friendly, be yourself, basically. But don't wait for some initiation or something like that. Like, honestly, just comment, video response, do what you want to do, but also just keep in mind that you're not a boring person, but at the same time, people have lives. People do stuff outside of the internet. I know, surprising again, but really, like how to use YouTube, it's really up to your own extent, or like your own heart's content. But honestly, it's used as a conversation, and that's about it. It's just kind of like it's back and forth, but also it's kind of easier if you also follow these people on other websites like Twitter and Tumblr, and if they have a Facebook fan page, they might use that. Google Plus has been this, that, and the other, but mainly Twitter and Tumblr is really good for that stuff, to get to know people a little bit better, at least. Like, I know that's how I got to know people through Nanalu's live shows. Is like, we were like, okay, I seriously it's almost creepy, but at the same time I was like, hey, do you guys have Twitters? Let's follow each other. And it was kind of like that. And it's just like, okay, you find those people that you have similar interests with, and then you find some other way to converse with them, whether it be Twitter or Skype, those kinds of things. But yeah, it's like don't put too much pressure on yourself to be this outgoing big person and get to know everybody. But like, it seems like you're interested in the community enough to at least fuel some conversations. And it's just that's why I joined YouTube, was just start conversations and things like that. And so yeah, if you feel like making videos, make videos. If you feel like making video responses, do that. Just find people with similar interests, whether it be through that search bar up there. Look right there. You can find people. I know I will look for books that I like and find people through that. That's how I know I can trust people, really. If they like the same stuff I like. Yep. But yeah, that's about it. I think that can wrap it up. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, just like find your own community, make your own community, that kind of thing. And just, that's really what you have to do. Don't just expect to be some big person or to converse with all the big YouTube stars, but like just, find people who are on your level and to chill with them, because they're going to be, like-minded people. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day and keep reading.